If anybody, you know what's so cold, because I don't know if anybody knew, but you had actually did. I sent you when you asked me, and I sent you over to
Soft White Underbelly.
Yeah, Soft White Underbelly. Shout out to Mark Layton always. He ain't gonna believe anybody. If I make a phone call, anybody I've ever made a phone call for, he's done the interview and put it out. And he's a man, like he said, dog. He says, man, I'll do like 6. He says I'll do 4,000 interviews in a year.
Yeah.
He's only dropped 10.
Yeah, he's very choosy, and he made that clear. Even when I left out, he told me it was gonna come out, but I still didn't know. You feel me? Because you never really know because he's flooded with content. The whole experience of going to Soft White was crazy. Pulling up on that block over there where it's at, right near Skip. He got literally an army of all the homeless fools and dope fiends around there. They all are essentially his non-contracted employees. They're all like, "Oh, you here for Mark?" Like, that shit was an experience for real.
I feel like people kind of slept on the interview.
It did pretty well.
No, I'm saying it did well because you have to think about it. Soft White Underbelly got a big ass following on it.
Right.
So their following is nothing like No Jumper's following.
Right.
They're the type of people.
Right.
Like, people are more invested in the story over there than the drama of it.
1,000%.
If that makes sense. Like, I love No Jumper. I'm saying shout out No Jumper always. But I'm saying, like, the fans are very, like, it's different over there. Like,
they have their own little sets of drama, like the recent thing that went on with the Whitakers and all that. I don't know if you're privy to that.
Well, I don't think that's drama. I think that was just something to find out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey. But I mean, I wonder if they was really playing Mark.
I mean, somebody was over there.
They tried to act like, I guess the last one, how it all unpacked was they tried to say somebody died.
Right.
So he hopped on a flight.
Right.
He went down there.
And seen bro. He's still alive.
Seen bro sitting on the motherfucking steps.
Right.
Like, that's just mania. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, but that was 1,000% you, John Stockton, that play like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I really feel like I would fit in. I feel like my story would be inspirational at the time. I had 3.5 years sobriety. It was like, it made...
I wouldn't have sent you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have sent you over there if I didn't feel like you were a fit for it. You probably should go back and do another one.
I was thinking that.
Because you relapsed.
Exactly. You feel me? Like, it just adds another... And the title of the video was Lush, A Life on Drugs. But what I will say is, I get hit up about my appearance on Soft White as one of the top of all the different pieces of content on YouTube that I've been a part of. And I'm talking
You proud of that piece?
Yeah, I value that piece a lot, and the people do.
Because that was really your story.
Yeah.
That was really you. That was, and I feel like that it's a different type of setting. It's not like podcasting when you go there.
No.
It's a whole different type of vibe and dynamic.
And when, Mark hit me up initially after you had made the introduction, he was like, Sharp, I'm calling you based on my relationship with Sharp. Typically, I don't like to interview people that already have followings on YouTube and are known in any capacity. But after he heard me talk, he's like, you know how to tell a story. You're well-spoken. I can have you on there. And he basically said 3 words during the whole interview. You feel me?
I think that's when it makes for a perfect piece, is when the person behind the camera doesn't have to ask a lot.
Yeah, no. It was, and me, a lot of it, essentially what I did was, because I was accustomed to telling my story at 12-step meetings, and, sharing experience, strength, and hope and all that, that was me basically just being, doing what I would do at an AA meeting. You feel me? And just tell your story, and that's essentially what I did. And
I think you should go back.
I think I was already thinking that. I think y'all would be like, "Yo, Mark, by the way, the life on drugs continues."
That's crazy.
What a lot of people don't realize, Sharp, is that a relapse doesn't occur the moment that you smoke, sniff, pop, sip, whatever it is.
Are you gonna tell them that? Because it really happened.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It really happened. And are you going to tell them that you relapsed because you lost your job, everything?
That's not. Here's the thing. That's not why I relapsed. I can't blame me losing my job to relapsing. In fact, like, I didn't relapse for another 6 months until after. Now, the day that I got fired, I was contemplating it. I was literally mobbing around the valley. At the time I was living in Van Nuys, I was literally mobbing around, and I didn't want to stop my car. I wanted to keep driving because I knew if I did, I was going to go straight to the LIQ and caught me a bottle, and it was, I was going to go. So I'm calling all my AA people like, hey, it's all bad. Da, 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 da. I'm getting calls from, different jumper affiliates and all that. So it was like I was in a dark spot, but I didn't relapse. Like, for me, the real reason I relapsed is because I stopped working a program.
So you saying like it makes sense. You saying like you didn't have a program anymore. You felt
I'd been stopped. Like,
well, you say it wasn't because you lost your job, and I'm talking about like losing your job and no jumper. If you feel like it wasn't that, like, then what was it? Because that shit did come spiraling down like a few months later. It wasn't like immediately.
No. It was, and that was kind of like what the point that I was alluding to is like, it's not the moment. That was a pivotal thing that caused a lot of pain. And, a lot of shame and a lot of, you feel me, like I went through a lot of emotions as a result of that. But, I can't blame me getting fired on relapsing. If I continue to work my program, go to my meetings, do what even before then, I was already on a downward spiral prior to that, like, which is, all you got to do is look at my behavior when I was on no jumper, and a lot of that is